2 years ago, I took a remote job. It was soon after the pandemic, and I really liked the idea of being able to work from home. Often, I would take my dog for a walk over my lunch break. Not far from my house, there was a really nice walk in the woods with a river and bridges. On this occasion, I had booked the afternoon off, so I had plenty of time for a long walk. I ate some lunch and then took my dog Reggie for a walk. When I arrived at the woods, I took Reggie off his lead. Reggie is a beagle and loves to sniff everything. It was a cold November afternoon, but the sky was blue with no wind in the air. The woods are usually quiet until around 6 o'clock when people finish work, but on this occasion, I could hear the sound of children laughing in the background. I continued walking and the sound of children's laughter became louder. I reached a train bridge and Reggie stopped underneath the bridge. This was really unlike him. Reggie is quite a curious dog and never stops unless I call for him. I approached Reggie and encouraged him to come along. I walked under the bridge, and in front of me was a family of 5. 3 children were dancing around in a circle, singing Ring a Ring a Roses, and the 2 parents were clapping. Now, as much as this sounds very sweet, I was really creeped out. The 3 children were all wearing summer dresses, and it was a late November afternoon. The man was wearing a black suit, and the woman was wearing a black dress, as if they had just been to a funeral. Reggie ran towards the family. I called him back, but it was too late. He had bolted. I ran towards the family and shouted, "Don't worry, he's friendly." The children stopped singing and began to scream. The man in the black suit grabbed Reggie by his collar quite violently. I said, "It's okay, he's fine, I can take him." The woman looked at me and said, "Go careful with that mutt of yours." The man looked at me with a disturbing smile, as if he was on drugs. There was an eerie silence as the man passed Reggie back to me. The whole family creeped the hell out of me. I decided to clip Reggie's lead back to his collar and walk back the way I came. While walking back on the footpath, I noticed the children following me in the background, but they weren't walking. They were skipping and singing Ring a Ring a Roses. I sped up my walk and told Reggie to stay at my heel. I began to panic as I heard rustling in the trees. I kept looking left and right and could see shadows on both sides. I approached another bridge, which I did not need to cross. I looked to the right and saw the lady in the black dress across the other side of the bridge, smiling and waving at me. I looked to my left and saw the man in the black suit stood between the trees, also waving at me with that twisted, horrific smile on his face. I grabbed Reggie's lead tight as he began to bark. I started to run, keeping Reggie close to my side. I could see in my peripheral vision the man and the woman running along the side of me. The sound of the children singing in the background became louder and louder. My heart was pumping through my chest. I remember feeling sick with nerves, but my adrenaline kept me moving. I reached a small bridge which I needed to cross to get out of the woods. I knew that over the bridge would be the woman in the black dress. She waited at the end of the bridge as I nervously tried to cross. As I got closer, I told her to move out of my way. I looked behind me and saw the man in the black suit walking closer to me. I was trapped. The man in the black suit began to laugh, and with that, so did the woman in the black dress. I noticed behind the woman was a man walking his dog. I recognized him from a previous walk. I shouted to him, "Please, help me." With that, the woman in the black dress sprinted into the trees. I looked behind me, and the man in the black suit had disappeared. I ran towards the man walking his dog. He said, "What is the matter?" I said, "Those people on the bridge, they were following me and trapped me on the bridge." The man said, "It is strange that you say this. There has been sightings of a strange family following people in these woods for months and terrifying people on their dog walks. Let me walk you out of here." We both walked, and I told the man everything that had happened. He said, "We need to report this. This cannot continue." It wasn't long ago, I approached 2 fellow dog walkers, a man and his wife, and they said there were children dancing and singing in the woods, and the 2 parents were wearing only black, and they started to follow them back to their cars. We eventually got to the end of the woods, and the man said, "I think I'll walk my dog elsewhere for today," and I thanked him for saving me. I vowed never to return to those woods. The family that followed me were horrific and succeeded in scaring me. I am just glad that me and Reggie got away. I hope you enjoyed today's video of the disturbing dog walk horror story. If you would like your story shared, please write to me at mrfearyoutube@outlook.com. And to listen to another scary story, please click on the next video.